Vijay. Yeah.
Yes.
So the expectation is like you guys even not going to work in depth of Angular JS or not going to project in the resume. Raj expectation is we should have some basics of Angular JS. Usually how to install, how it works, how you can create a new project, what is this thing exactly, few commands, all those things which you guys can talk over the interview. So that is the plan. We are getting into Angular JS. Okay. So of course it is a open source. We used this will be very interesting. Angular JS is nothing but okay. You are going to develop some application, front end applications, right? So far we have used it to create pages, backend controller using Java or any other technologies. But here with respect to Angular JS, JS means what? JavaScript. What is the role of JavaScript? Like generally, even we have used a few JavaScript in our JSP servlet applications. So JavaScript is like the client side player, right? It is not a server side player. When you are clicking the submit button, when you are traveling to the controller, the servlet or anything in the back side, it is going to be the server side. But JavaScript is the client side stuff. I told you when we are discussing our JSP in older days, for validating purpose, we will be using JavaScript. Even nowadays, I explained about what do you mean by primary validation, secondary validation, right? The If you're having a text box and login button, the first thing you need to validate is the value is entered or not. That is primary. Secondary only you are going to check whether the value entered is available in database or not. That end of secondary. The first thing we need to verify is there a value entered or not. That is going to be primary validation. So to validate that either the value is entered or not, clicking login button, you no need to travel to the server bus side and you no need to validate whether it is empty or not. These are very small things. You can validate in client side itself. Client side means the user end itself. So in from the user end, we will be using JavaScripts to validate these things, whether the text box is empty or null, like that. So this Angular JS is basically going to develop applications mostly playable in the client side stuff. Okay. SPA, single page application. This is like everything is about going to be a single page application. We are using mobile apps, right? Let us say you are having a you are logging into a banking app. I'm opening ICICI app. It is asking enter a pin or fingerprint or username and password. After entering it, it will take you to the home page in your mobile. This is like the first login page and second home page is not two different pages. It is a one page only. Like you will be having a blackboard or a slate in your hand. All the stuff you are going to write and erase it and create again and erase it and create again. That's means we are going to have a one page. You are going to add components by erasing the previous component and creating a new components. That's what you are going to work with Angular JS. So that's why we are calling this as used in single page application projects. Okay. It extends HTML DOM. Like DOM means what? Document object model, right? So uh, apart from the normal HTML tags, we will be using Angular directives and everything based on the DOM model. And this is also in client-side applications using JavaScript in a clean model view controller way only, MVC only. MVC already know, like beans, the front page under the logic section. All those things you can achieve using this also. Okay, fine. Uh, Browser oriented, of course. When you are talking about, sorry, when you are talking about client-side applications, even in a browser, few things will work well in few browser, few things will not work in another browser. Like you can see some UI differences in Chrome or Mozilla or even in IE also. Even we are having a product, our office product is having limitations. It doesn't support all the versions of Chrome, all the versions of IE and all. We used we used to tell the customer to prefer use a Chrome of this version or IE of this version, like that. So this AngularJS is going to be a cross browser compliant, which automatically handles JavaScript code suitable for each browser. Remember, the JavaScript is based on the browser side, right? And what all are the stuffs you are going to learn in AngularJS? So under AngularJS, the features of how you can do data binding, what all are the scope, what is controllers, services, filters. The very important thing is directives. All these things are features with respect to AngularJS we're going to learn. Um, I don't know whether you guys already having a knowledge in JavaScript. JavaScript is easy. If you're already having a knowledge in Java, a little bit, the syntax is going to be different with the normal Java and the JavaScript. For example, if I'm asking you to create a string variable, you will do string s equals Vijay. But in JavaScript, it will be little difficult, a little different. First, you will be creating a variable name, and then you will declare what data type, and you will assign the name and all. So I would suggest, if you're really interested to expose yourself in AngularJS, just learn, spend some time to learn JavaScript also. Okay, so all these core features you are going to learn if you are working in the AngularJS applications. What do you mean by data binding? How you can achieve the templates, of course, HTML. What are the types of templates you can use? What do you mean by inline templates, or what do you mean by linked templates? All those things under each category you'll be learning when you are doing the samples. Maybe you can take a screenshot if you really want to talk over the interview for each and every point. Okay, this is what directives. I think in JSP we have talked about directives. What do you mean by directives in JSP? Page directive, right? All those things means the components what you are going to use to achieve something. So here, these are the directives we will be using for Angular JS to create applications, run applications, initiating so many stuffs. Okay. Now we are going to proceed with installing AngularJS in your PC. It's not like a single double click and install all the UI softwares and everything. Here we will be playing with few steps in command prompt, and we need dependency on Visual Studio Code application also. Okay, let's see how we are going to install and everything step by step. Maybe everyone can follow. Can anyone share your screen? And maybe if you prefer Windows, I think Nikhil, you can share your screen. Just give me 2 minutes. I'll be back. Just share your screen. Okay, I'm back. Nikhil, can you share?
Yeah.
And Niti and Dharnesh, you can also open your console and try with the same command what we are doing here. So run your command prompt, Nikhil. Okay, maximize it. Is it possible? Okay. Type node space hyphen hyphen v.
Are you going to install here?
Node space. Typing.
Are you going to install here?
Yeah, we. Do you already have Angular?
No. I'll just create it on a
Yeah.
different folder.
Okay, just we are going to check whether it is installed or not. Just type
Okay.
node space hyphen hyphen v. So bad quotation. Can you try node space hyphen v? Only hyphen one hyphen. You are already having it seems. What is the version? It is telling 10.16.3, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so that is older one. So we need to update with the newer one. So what you can do is go to your browser, type nodejs.org. Nodejs.org. Okay, click the 1418 one. Yeah, LTS first one. Let it down. Okay, run the file. Click next. Accept. Next. Next. Okay, click next. Yeah, select that automatically install. Did you check that box?
Uh,
Okay, no problem. Let it complete. Let's see if anything is missing. Are you trying Dharnesh and Nidhi in your console? In your command prompt?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, finish. Close your command prompt and open it again. Close the older one. Okay, run it again. Now check node -v space, node space -v. Okay, so 14 and npm also you can check. Type npm space -v version. Yeah, let's see. 6.14. Okay, that is having a proper version. And if you guys Mac OS, if you don't have npm, then you need to do npm install -g npm. Let me know if you don't have npm and you want to install. I can give you the command. Okay, fine. Now let's go ahead and install the Angular CLI. What do you mean by Angular CLI? Command line interface. Okay, so where exactly this node and node will get installed is, if you want to see, go to run star type run. Yeah, open the app Type percentage app data percentage. Percentage app data percentage. Click OK. Okay, maximize it. We may see node here. Maximize the folder. Are you saying node here? N. Yeah, go to that npm. npm. Yes, node modules. Go to node modules. You'll be having bin and everything. Go inside node modules. Okay, now we need to install this Angular CLI here. So what you need to do is go back to command prompt. Go back to command prompt. Type npm space install space install space -g. G means global. -g space @ symbol @angular /CLI command line interface. Hit enter. So npm means node package manager, which will be having all the libraries and everything. So this will take few minutes to complete installing of your complete Node.js. Okay, so I added 72 packages. Okay, can you go and check now in the backend? The folder is having updated app data folder. Yeah, go inside Angular CLI. Go inside CLI. Yeah, bin and everything will be there. Now go back to your command prompt. You can check your Angular CLI installation version also. Type the command. Go to your command prompt. ng space put double hyphen version hyphen version. Hit enter. There you go. So it will show the version of your AngularJS. What we are going to learn is 12, right? Node module is 14, npm manager, package manager is 6. All the things it will list out. Okay, till now, any questions for Dharnesh and Niti? Dharnesh, are you doing in your end? Able to
Yes,
install?
Vijay. Yes.
Able to install?
No, there is something npm I'm struggling, but I'm doing
Yeah,
it.
can you share your screen?
Just give me a second. Oh, I'm using the browser one, so I think I need to get
I'm not using command prompt.
this one terminal. I'm using it.
Okay.
No, for sharing it, like I'm using the browser thing, so I can't share it.
Okay, no issues. Just follow the steps and let me know if you're
Yes,
having any questions. Okay.
Sure.
Now
Yep.
we need to
I
download.
would stop in okay npm.
Sorry, Niti.
I didn't put npm install thingy like before. That's why
Do
there
you
is
have
an error.
npm or not? Do you have npm?
Yeah, I have it in the system. I checked the
Okay.
version.
What version it is showing?
It's 6.14.15.
Yeah, that is fine. But npm install is we are doing is Angular CLI. What you need to do for Mac OS is actually you will be using sudo command, right? So
No,
you
it's working. It's working with the same command. It's now working actually. I can show you on my terminal.
Is it? Okay. Okay, then it's not required. Fine.
Yeah.
And do you have Angular CLI installed? npm install -g that you tried?
The which one? Node one?
No. You can see here from the top, the fourth one he executed.
The
npm
install one.
space -g space Angular CLI.
Yeah,
Angular
I just
CLI.
did that and there is now error.
What error is showing?
It's too many. Actually, I can share the screen.
No, that's what you need to try with the sudo keyword. Yeah, you can share your screen. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Where
The
you enter the command.
here.
Okay, can you put sudo keyword before that thing? Sudo npm install -g. Yeah. Before npm type sudo. Okay.
Password
You
should be
know the
same as
password. Yeah.
yeah. It
Yeah.
worked.
Click yes. Type yes. Why? Okay.
Yeah,
Now
it
can
is.
you? Yeah. Can you type ng space hyphen version
G space.
hyphen version?
Whole version or just we?
Yes, whole version. Okay, good, fine. Yeah, now you can take back control, Nikhil. Open the web browser. We need to download Visual Studio Code.
I think I already have that.
You are having already
Yeah.
Visual Studio Code. Very good. You are already having. Open it. Okay. Now go to your desktop. Create a folder. Angular apps.
Angular apps.
Angular apps. Folder name can be Angular apps. Okay. Now go to your Visual Studio Code. Go to File. Open folder. Open folder and select the Angular apps in desktop. Yeah, select folder. Click select folder. Okay. Now let's build this application. Go to terminal. Open your at the top. Instead of using our command prompt, we can use terminal also here. Click new terminal. Okay, so you are already in users desktop Angular apps, right? So now just build it. Type ng space serve ng space serve space -o and enter. Space -o. Oh, yeah, enter. What is telling? Oops, why? Disabled on this system. Do you have any blockings in your system here?
I'm not sure. I'll have to look at. I'll have to do some research on this.
Okay, can you copy text from cannot be loaded to this system? Cannot be loaded to this system. Only into this system. Copy. No, not complete line. No. Only disabled on this system. Yeah, copy. Go to your Google. Type ng before. Ng space paste that. Okay. PowerShell says, can you open it? How to fix error PS1, second one also. Scroll down. Scroll down. Check for the solution answers.
This is
Execution policy.
runtime exception. This is unauthorized access.
Maybe do we need to run as administrator?
Fully qualified runtime. Run this VS Code as administrator, as admin.
So this should work. They're asking to set those two properties, right? Where we need to set it. Go back to the Google. As an administrator, you can execution PowerShell window. Type this into your PowerShell window. Can you open your PowerShell? Do you have it? Start PowerShell. Yeah, Windows PowerShell. And can you type the content what they mentioned? Set. Yeah. Exception policy exchange. What it is asking? Do you want to change the exception policy? Yes. Type Y. Hit enter. Is it executed or any error? Maximize it. I hardly see the text. Is it executed?
Oh no, it's saying there's an error. I'll just copy that text and send it to you.
Can you copy paste the text in the notepad so that I can see?
Yeah.
Okay. To change the execution. Okay, that's what they mentioned, I guess. Go back to the Google result. See, they mentioned access to the register key. Okay, scroll down. So you may need to run the command like this. Yeah. Copy paste. Yes, click yes. Okay, good. Anything else we need to follow? Go back to the Google. That's it, right? Okay, now go to your Visual Studio Code and check it. Go to your Visual
Unauthorized
Studio Code.
access. Okay.
Okay, execute the same thing. The serve command request to be run in Angular project, but a project definition could not be found. You are already in Angular apps only. Welcome. Okay, close your Visual Studio Code. Rename the folder Angular. Don't give any space. Just give Angular apps. Remove the space. Close everything. Close this notepad. Just rename the folder. Don't give Angular apps. That's it. Maybe capital A, but that's fine. Okay, now open your Visual Studio Code. So file, open folder, Angular apps, select folder, go to terminal. Okay, hit enter. Copy the error and paste it in Google. Okay, I think I found the issue. Yes, we created a folder, but first we need to create a project inside the folder. Okay, go back to your Visual Studio Code. Go back to your Visual Studio. That is the issue. First, create a project. To create a project, it is going to be ng space new space project name. Ng space, type it. New space, type something like my first app, like that. Capital M, capital F, capital A. My first app. And hit enter. I think it will take a few seconds or minutes. Yes, click yes. Okay, now select the first one. Click the drop down arrow. Yeah, hit enter. Select SCSS, hit enter.
CSS.
Go to SC. Yeah, click the drop down arrow. Select SC. Yeah, hold on. Now hit enter.
SCSS. Okay.
Yes, hit enter. Okay. So this is what important with respect to AngularJS. How to set up an environment, how to create a project, and setting up things. Once the setup is done, finally you know where to play with your own stuffs. How about Dharnesh and Niti? Do you performing this in Visual Studio? I think Niti, you have a proper setup now. Do you have Visual Studio Code?
I don't have it. I have to install it.
Okay, you can download it quickly. Do you want to know the website name?
It's downloading, but it's getting an error, like it's canceling by itself. Some
Okay.
Wi-Fi issues, I guess.
I don't know whether for Mac OS they will be having a different one. So in Google you can type download Visual Studio Code for Mac OS, like that search. Okay, it's done, I guess. Now go to that folder. Type cd space my first app. Okay. Now type ng space serve space -o. This is nothing but starting your server in Tomcat is running, right? Like that. Ng servo will start your project. Hit enter. Click yes. Okay, so is it running, creating browser application bundles? Okay. Okay, so have a look. Localhost colon 4200 is your AngularJS application, like how 8080 we are having for Tomcat server, like this. So this page is the default page where exactly all these designs you can edit, you can remove, you can delete, you can add your own components. All the play you can do in this page actually. Where is this page is? It is going to be go back to your Visual Studio Code. Expand the My First App. My First App. Expand SRC. Expand app. Okay. Can you little bit increase the width of the particular area? Okay. Have a look, everyone here. By default, when you are creating the project, these are the steps will get initiated, and you'll be having one index.html also. Can you double click on that index.html? So here you can play with all the stuffs. You can add or remove all the stuffs here. Okay, now from where exactly you are getting that page, that design? By default, so many designs is there. Okay, AngularJS is nothing but creating components. That's what we used to tell. Components means if you want to design, a text box is a component, a button is a component, all the stuff is component. So for all the pages, we will be creating or developing a component. Okay, you can create your component on your own also. When you are creating a component, 4 files will get created. At the left hand side you can see app component.html, app component.css, app component.spec.ts, app component.ts. These 4 files will get created for all the components you are creating. For example, I'm going to create a welcome page. Means in welcome page you will be having a button or text box. Okay, I'm creating a new component. Tomorrow we will see how to create new component and all. When you are creating a new component welcome, you will get 4 files. Welcome.component.html, welcome.component.cs, welcome.spec.ts, and welcome.component.ts. What do you mean by TS? You know HTML, you know CSS. What do you mean by TS is, we used to call this as TypeScript. Can you open app component.ts? Last one, next one, yes. So this is like your, for example, I'm telling, just don't refer exactly. We used to have a spring.xml. Whatever you are having, you are creating, you will be configuring spring.xml like that. You can have separate so many HTML pages or components. You need to add this component here. At line number 3, you can see one tag name is component. The first section is an import statement. Okay. And the second statement is going to be your metadata. Line number 3 to 7 is metadata. Metadata you already know. In HTML and all, XML, HTML and all we will be using. Here you will be adding the dependencies or linked steps you are adding here. When you are running this project, how automatically the app component.html is working means at line number 5 you are adding that HTML file, template.html. So like that, if you're creating your own HTML, you need to add here. If you're creating a component, you need to add here. Tomorrow, after creating a new component, what are the steps we need to do? Let's see. And line number 8 to 10 is your component class, means your backend logic. When I click a login button, what should happen? Your control will come to this component class. So remember, the component.typescript TS will be having 3 sections. You need to you may get this question in the interview. 3 sections are import statements, metadata, and component class. In import, we will be import the like Java only import statements. So here we are importing the Angular core. Component is the metadata where you will be listing out all the style sheets and the HTML linking and all. And the beauty here is inside the component. Right now you are seeing we are already having a HTML app component.html. That is what you are linking at line number 4 template URL. But you can create direct HTML tags here also instead of having a separate file. So at line number 5 we're having template URL. Instead of that you can have simply template. Under template you can have HTML codes. But the best practice is you can have a separate file and link to it. Okay, that is the best practice. That is what inline. When you are creating HTML tags here, there is going to be called as inline HTML. When you are creating a HTML and linking here, that is called as linked HTML. These things and all you need to talk over the interview. And class, component class, of course, we will be having variable declarations or methods for logics of your front end. How to create a method, how to create variables and all, let's see tomorrow. Okay, open that app component.html, left hand side, yeah. So here you can see all your GUI whatever seeing in your browser coded here. That's it. If you are removing anything, deleting anything, it will get affected there. Okay, so this is what AngularJS, the basic setup stuffs where you are exactly going to work and all. Nothing but building so many components and you are deploying over the project. Okay, and still you are seeing in the console it is still running. To stop it, what is the shortcut command? Is Control C. Click your cursor inside console, put Control C. That's it. It came out. So this is the first thing, first setup. Yeah, all of you guys should have. Dharnesh and Niti as well. Let me know if you're facing any issues. Are you able to download Studio Code? Niti?
Yeah,
Is it working for you?
it's downloading slow, but it's going to. I will try to do it today.
Okay, good. Get help from Nikhil if you want to run the commands and all. First create a folder, and inside that folder we need to create a project using ng space new command, and the project will get created, and then you can do ng servo to build and run the applications. Okay.
Yeah.
Any questions till now? Anyone? Any out of the box question? Whatever you are trying to work on a project or anything, you can shoot me. And if you guys attended any interviews, you can share the questions as well. We'll be having 1 or 2 sessions on this. In next session, how to create a component and the HTMLs and all we have talked. Binding, data binding, and creating components and all we'll be seeing. And then AngularJS is enough. That's all I can share right now because that's much only I have gone through. Maybe you start practicing more and come with questions. I'm ready to explore and help. No issues. And what I'm planning is from next week, we'll be having sessions on alternative days, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, because we are waiting to build the next batch. It will take some time. Till then, I want to spend time with you guys. Maybe you can use it for anything like if you don't have anything to ask, just let me know. We can have an interview question session on that day. I can shoot questions on any topics in Java or advanced Java. You guys can answer. Or if you're having any troubleshooting things also, you can bring it up to the session. Once the new batch is formed, then we can end the sessions. Is it okay? All of you?
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay. Anything else, Dharnesh?
No, Vijay. I had an interview, but they were asking some questions based on Spring, like basics only. They didn't go much into it.
Okay. What are the questions they asked?
Like, tell me about some of the Spring annotations which you have used, and
Okay.
and MVC related question, and difference between Spring and Spring Boot.
Okay.
And apart from that, some in other interview they asked the scenarios like regarding server.